Welcome back to Canyonside Chats, where we keep you up to date with what's going on with your Senate Democratic Caucus. I'm Senator Rebecca Rios from Phoenix, and I'm joined today by my colleague, Senator Sean Bowie from Phoenix and Tempe, to talk about education funding, specifically district and charter additional assistance, which is one of our top budget priorities this year. Senator Bowie, can you explain what charter and district additional assistance is and why it's important?
Sure. So district additional assistance is on top of the per pupil funding that we give at the state level. So for school districts, they get a set amount of dollars per pupil. And then we also have on top of that this district additional assistance. This is funding for things outside of maintenance and operations. So it's for textbooks, it's for equipment, technology, computers. So schools need funding for more than just their per pupil. They also need support for all of the infrastructure and all of the resources they need to educate their students.
Very good. Can you tell us what is the state of additional assistance right now in Arizona?
So as we all know, it was cut dramatically during the recession. Over $1 billion was cut from district additional assistance. We're still trying to get that funding back to where it was at the 2008 levels. So schools have not had this funding to be able to upgrade their technology, upgrade their furniture, their carpeting in their schools. So it's on set to be fully replenished over 5 years, but we'd like to see that funding restored more immediately so we can get that funding to our school districts.
Okay. So what about last year's 20 by 2020? Did that help at all?
Well, it mainly helped teacher salaries. So there was the 10% teacher raise. There was some funding in there for district additional assistance, but not enough. So in this year's budget, we have a unique opportunity. We have some one-time surplus funding available. So we would like to be much more aggressive in restoring that additional assistance funding just to get us back to 2008 levels, because we have a lot of schools, you know, my district and your district and others, that have carpeting that's 30 years old, have textbooks that are 30 years old, that really need to be replaced. It's not enough to just support our teachers and our support staff. It's also important that we support the infrastructure and the resources that they need in their schools.
And how does the Democratic proposal differ from the governor's budget proposal on district additional assistance?
Well, the governor's budget does include some funding for district additional assistance, but we would like to do much more than that. We have a one-time surplus this year of almost $1 billion. We're asking for about $193 million in additional funding for district additional assistance. So less than 20% of the surplus. So I don't really think that's an unreasonable ask, and that's a way for us to inject dollars into our schools and into our classrooms immediately so we can get our schools the support that they need.
Thank you very much. Let's hope that's within reach. Thank you, Senator Bowie, for joining us, and thank you for watching us, and we'll be back again next week with another edition of Canyonside Chats.